First, 1 Samuel 2:28. And did I choose him out of all the tribes of Israel to be my priest, to offer upon mine altar, to burn incense, to wear an ephod before me? And did I give unto the house of thy father all the offerings made by fire with the children of Israel? So what he's saying is this priestly line was chosen, yet they go their own way. And oftentimes we're chosen by Christ, but we end up backsliding in the sin. We know where we need to turn to, and it's back to Him when that happens. Okay. Exodus 16:13 through 16. That evening vast numbers of quail came and covered the camp, and in the morning the desert all around the camp was wet with dew. So the quail came as Christ, as the Lord told them. We're able to meet our needs through Christ. He's the living bread. And in a way, this is a reference to that. Because while their physical need met was here, they didn't understand God was meeting their spiritual need because they had fellowship with Him. And through Christ, through this earth, we can find food that fills us till we're hungry again. But through Christ, we get that spiritual fill that lasts forever. When the dew vanished later in the morning, it left white flakes. They covered the ground like frost. Okay, now this is very important because they're in the wilderness. They're in a place where they ain't rain. It says desert. So for dew to be on the ground wasn't something common, so this in itself was a miracle. The fact that there's a frost may not be because deserts get cold, but the fact that there's water to cause a frost was. And this was to keep the quail fresh, most likely. God provided them not to have quail that would go bad. When the people, this also would prevent things like vultures from eating it, most likely, because they would have waited till the frost was gone. When the people of Israel saw it, they asked each other, "What is it?" And Moses told them, "It is the food the Lord has given you." So they prayed, they fought, they complained. Moses went to God, and Moses told them, "God's going to bring food and answer your request." And then it happens, and they're like, "What is this?" Sometimes we're in a place where we pray so hard, and when God actually is answering that prayer, it's like, what? You know? And because it's on His timing. So sometimes it's stuff we've prayed earlier and stopped praying, and He finally answers. Okay. The Lord has said to everyone, "Gather as much as it is needed for His household. Take about 2 quarts for each person." Now, doing this would mean they wouldn't have any stored up. It would mean that they would be counting on God to provide, for God to provide their every need, for God to provide their need daily. They wouldn't depend on storing and rely on what they had. They'd be dependent on God every day. And we as Christians in our walk with Him should depend on Him every moment of our life.